Hello guys, what's up? Lost Man 681 here, and today I am playing some Rome Total War 2. One of the campaigns I'm planning on doing is Parthia, not the Iceni, Odrysian Kingdom, and Bactria. So I'm thinking of starting off with, well, some of these factions here. I don't exactly remember off the top of my head. I did not really plan this, nor did I think this through. These are just some of the tribes, or some of the factions I wanted to play right off the bat. Speaking of which, sorry about this, turning it stuff just a little bit down. Hopefully it don't sound too loud to you guys. If not, then I'll fix it. You know what? Let's go with... Let's go. I'm trying to think of a faction that not very many people are recorded yet. If I play as loose... Oh, okay, no, I'm sorry I didn't decide this right off the bat, but... If I play as Lusitani, then I'm basically independent for everyone. Not that. Yeah, you know what, let's just kick this off with Bactria for now. Start my timer. Let's just kick this off with Bactria. Or not Bactria, Parthia. Then I'll think of some other factions to play as as we're going along. Got my water bottle here, and don't know if my friend will be messaging me back later, but if he does, I'll just have to ignore him for a little bit. So, I'm planning on doing a three factions on here. And I'm hoping to at least get one battle in per recording session. That's what I'm hoping for anyways. But other than that, I'm going to be playing it the way I play it, not trying to put the way I first learned how to play it, in other words. So if I'm like really slow and stuff, that's mostly my fault, just because that's the way I play. I'm gonna adapt as I keep on going further and further, but I normally like to tank up on income and everything before I start fighting other people, just to make things easier and progress a lot faster. And each video is going to be about 25 minutes. I'll make an exception if I'm like halfway through battle, or I'm just starting a battle at 25-minute mark. By starting, I mean like in loading screen.
The time has come to establish a new and great empire in the east. War with Parthia is inevitable if you're to consolidate your position. However, patience is advised. They have no love for their Seleucid masters, and allowing them to rebel first will ensure that they receive no military support from their overlords when you strike. Taming the northern tribes may buy you the time you need. Alliances with other satrapies are a possibility, although you should be wary of limiting your expansion options. The decision is yours. All hail the new Parthian Empire.
Yeah. So the Parthians... oh wait, what was I talking about before the start? No, I already talked about it. So the Parthians are mainly kind of a cav kind of heavy faction, more or less. Not really too focused on ground troops per se. Excuse me. So let's see. I know a bit about Parthia because I played actually quite a bit of Rome 2 before. And normally I'd want to go for Get Noble Blood Cav, or Noble Cav. Right off the bat if I want to. Until then, I'm gonna have to make do with a lot of skirmishes. Scout up parthia. So, expanding options. I can make a lot of allies with the other eastern people up here, or I can take all their lands. I think I'm gonna remain kind of semi-independent until I take all the east here. And as I work my way over to Rome, maybe the barbarians up here, I will start making a bit more allies. But until then, until I claimed majority of the eastern continent, I'm just gonna call it that, I'm gonna remain more or less independent. So let's get that going. Dale, and I'm gonna Dale Dahi. I can't pronounce her. I'm gonna pronounce majority of these faction names wrong because just because it's hard for me to pronounce properly. Like, I can pronounce majority of them properly, but I can't pronounce all of them right. So anyway, enough talking, let's end turn. I'm just gonna call these guys my ally. Is probably gonna get declared war on by Bactria first, or gonna declare war on Bactria. Yeah, well, we will see. I'm just gonna wait until Parthia declares independence before striking out at them. Because the moment I strike out at them, they have a bit more military strength available to them right off the bat than I do. But however, Noble Blood Cav would be pretty useful. I'm not gonna get a Cav until I get my Noble Blood Cav in. And what are they building over here? Nothing. So yeah, we continue. As I said, I like to build up quite a bit of income and just tank on research right off the bat. Why? Because that stuff is useful to do. At least, in my opinion, anyways. That's just the way I like to strategize and etc. Hidden agent exposed. Research complete. Increase in rank. So let's see, I can get Persian light archers, or I can get hillmen. Going down the noble quarters will just get me a bit more skirmishers and Parthian spearmen, Persian spearmen down this way, and down the infantry tent I can get more melee and a really good foot skirmisher. Just because I have that available, I might as well go for him. Damn. Right off the bat. And speaking of which, yes, they're independent. So, as soon as I get over there, time to declare war. I like going down poisoning. Like, I like building my agents to more poison. I'm not really going to explain much about Rome 2, because I'm pretty sure the majority of the people who either A, looked up Rome 2 or who are looking up Rome 2 already know what Rome 2 is. But just for those of you who don't know what Rome 2 is, it's a remake of Rome 1, pretty much. I'm just gonna say that. But I'd say better. Sure, it had a very, very rough start when it first came out. When it first came out, it had a very, very rough start. Like, the game was practically unplayable when it first came out. But now it's a game I really like more than anything right now. First battle, why not? It's a game I really like and I enjoy to play. Out of all the games I'm recording, I really like, out of all the games I have and I'm recording, I like strategy games most. Rome 2 is top of them. top anyways. So strategy, let's see. I can march in over here, I can march in over here. They're probably going to choke up over here. Send my general backcharge him an eastern spearman over here. Maybe up here. And skirmisher cabs down over here, and slingers up here to support. What? Why is my graphic memory running low all of a sudden? I know my computer can tank this and all, but why is it? Should be on medium, at least, anyways. Let's wait for dry. Graphics. Oh, it's on very high. Downgrade it to high. As pretty as it looks, just.
What are your orders?
Oh, it's been a while since I played this, so I'm kind of getting used to it. Mighty Eastern Spearmen. Not really worth a whole lot besides putting them in front of charging cavalry. Let's see, where else can I put them? I go through up here. Do believe you can come up here, but just save myself a bit of time. I'll put them over here. Group Eastern Spearmen, Eastern Slingers, and Skimasha horses. So I guess I'll just charge them down here, holding them down here. I get my general in to flank around. But yeah, Rome 2, as I was saying, is one of the strategy games I love the most. Definitely love the most out of all the strategy games I have and that are currently out. But I guess I just have to say, buy the game for yourself. It's really fun. Although certain computers it can't run on because it might not be good to run on. Pick them off over here. Turn on Skiamasha mode. Should be in range.
Ready to ride. What are your orders?
Oh, they're in Frenchy charge. I thought they're in.
As you command.
Sounds like they're saying bad boys.
And ready. Ready. Awaiting orders. We await your orders. Royal cataphracts. What are your orders? Slingers. Cataphracts. My lord. We are at your
Want them down here. Looks like they're gonna be Nope.
We await your
Our general is under attack.
Cataphracts kind of units like
orders.
shot cavalry are really good on the charge. Let's just say that. Shot cavalry are really good on charge, decent in melee, but have very low melee defense. So meaning they're going to die fairly easily. Really good on the charge. And I mean really good.
Awaiting orders.
For one, that's why they call it shot cavalry. Sorry if I'm being really quiet, but I'm just thinking. Thinking of how to crush the enemy. As you see, racking up already 100 kills and they're dropping.
We are at your command.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Yeah, stop firing, you're hitting my own men.
Royal cataphracts.
Might as well get him ranking up. Continue, just rank up my general just a little bit.
For honor.
Trample increases charge. Because after all, that's what shot cavalry does best, is charging. So that's our first battle. Most kills goes to our general. Leading up is one of our Skier Misharkov, Eastern Spearmen. They killed 114. We lost 120. That's about 6 friendly fire kills. Not really something I want. Kick the balls and sword through the throat. Since it is part of our culture, occupy, and I do believe our Imperium boosted up. Don't really need that at the moment, so tear that down. Wouldn't hurt to start getting another general up here. Oh yeah, before I go any further, there is a kind of a house system on here. So if your family gets too much influence, then that will spark a civil war. If I reach 100 influence, this family down here will rebel. Or if I have too little influence, then they will rebel. So either way, there's going to be a civil war happening either way. It never happened with me on with Parthia, because I never really played that far with Parthia in order to get civil war in order for civil war to happen. There we go. Why was that so hard for me to say? I don't know why. As I'm going on, I'll explain more and more. There's a ranking system. There's authority, zeal, and cunning. Things I like to go with is down the zeal path. The more zeal you have, the harder it'll be for agents. Say I send a spy after them. They're really good in cunning and zeal. If they, yeah, as you see here. But if I send my spy after my general and he has 4 zeal, that's going to be less and less chance of him succeeding. There's a bit of a food system. I do not remember if there was a food system in the previous games off the top of my head, but you need food in order to upgrade buildings, and then you can build then you can get a bit of everything on here has a bit of economical.
My lord offers you peace.
No. If I whipped you that bad in the first battle, no. You do not deserve to live if I whipped you that bad and you want peace right off the bat. And yeah, this is why they have a bit more of an advantage to us, because they have pikes.
How may I serve you?
And yeah, here, like you see, the settlement has 3 authority, 3 cunning, and 3 zeal. So if my cunning's higher than theirs, I'll have a better chance of succeeding. And as you see, there's a 73% chance of me succeeding. I'll go for it. Although it doesn't happen all the damn time, because screw logic.
Are you ready to serve?
2 javelin.
Ready for order.
This here might be just a bit over excessive with me having 3 Eastern Slingers. But however, they're good in the end. And slingers, they're really good long distance range, but they don't have that much armor piercing. The longer you go on, the more.
Your merchants are renowned as skilled and honorable traders. They would be made welcome in our market.
Well, bugger trying to bum me some money. But the further you progress through on the game, the more. No, you do not deserve to live if I only take 1 settlement, and you want peace right off the bat. No, you and your faction are gonna burn. And speaking of which, I forgot to do this. There we go. So there's a bit of food system. As you see, if I want to upgrade this to an eastern village, it's going to cost me 2 food. But look at the bonuses I get there. +1 growth per turn. Growth per turn basically means this little bar up here means I can expand a bit more, etc. And some places you get bonuses from them. But yeah. And since I have a spy down here, you can kind of look into what they have down here.
As bidden, my lord. I will come. I have carried out your orders.
What else? What else? Yeah, since I'm a spy down here, you can look into what village they have, etc. Because I have a spy down here, and they're able to see what's going on. 2 skirmisher cave wouldn't hurt. And everything does have a price, of course. But yeah, food, building up food right off the bat wouldn't hurt too much for later on. And there's some side quests, etc. that you can get. Defensive alliance.
In the hope that you will see the merit of closer ties with our people.
Sure, okay. I know I was gonna say I'm independent, but nah, screw it. Doesn't hurt to have 1 or 2 allies, but having about 10 allies right off the bat, that's a bit absurd. And as you see, there's a bit of a happiness thing over here. You can see what's contributing factors there. Military presence is 8. Province instability is -5, -1 per turn. Just because I peacefully took the settlement. And it doesn't hurt to upgrade these because it helps with trading. Speaking of which, objectives, these here chapter objectives don't really hurt to follow. Be aware of the following faction, etc. So basically this here provides a bit of a storyline for this faction. And this here is a bonus objective to kind of help me. So there's 3 type of victories. There's excuse me. There's a military victory, economic victory, and cultural victory. I have to control 90 settlements either by direct ownership or through satrapies. And military alliance. You can see how many control I own there. When this game first came out, it said that you have to control over 100 settlements, 120 settlements, if I do recall correctly. When this game first came out, but I think they fixed that in about 2 patches ago now. I don't remember off the top of my head. No, that's not that. So these here are the places I basically have to own. I wouldn't mind going. Oh. Damn, I actually have to go up against the nomads. They're a bit of a pain on the arse to take care of. So yeah. I'm pretty sure every faction I ever played, Italy has always been in them. Then economic, I have to control these places here. I have to control 65 settlements either by direct ownership, etc. Completely control 6 falling provinces. Here, yeah, so economic is here. I'll give you guys enough time to read. And culture, bit different. Culture will be an interesting thing, but yeah, here's the victory conditions. But majority of the time, you'll see people going for military. Why? Because that's more fun. Well, I'm thinking of going for the economic victory because so far it kind of goes the farthest away, and I think it'll be interesting. Meaning, I'm gonna have to build a crap ton of buildings. cultural buildings, which is the purple buildings. Sorry if I'm stuttering here a bit. Thinking too fast for my mouth to keep up. So there's about a minute left in the video in this recording. I'm trying to think of what else to talk about really quick here. Throat's drying up on me. I don't really know what else to talk about, but yeah. So if I get into battle this next turn, I will see it through.
Ready for orders. That is impossible, my lord. The path is blocked, my lord.
This battle can just be auto-resolved, guys. He says it would be for footage
At your command,
to
my lord.
record. I just don't want to right now.
Breaking.
Yeah. So as you see, AI normally likes to go for the spam. You will encounter this a lot with many factions. They'll go with the spam of crappy units. Have about 5 armies of all these kind of units with only 1 settlement. Impossible. That's one thing that I think needs to be fixed, but in the last patch they did fix quite a bit of problems, I think, anyways. So I'm gonna end recording here. So this has been Lost Band 681. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the first episode of Parthia, the Parthia campaign. There we go. So when we come back next time, he caught Pilusi. God, I freaking suck at reading. This settlement here will be ours next turn. So, this has been Lost Band 681. Hopefully you guys enjoyed.